Welcome everybody. This is the end of week 1 from Prime PSD, which is Prime Student Driver School. So, got a lot of developments. I haven't really spoken a lot this week from day 1, or day -1, I should say, from my first video. But we'll catch you all up with it. So first day what we did was we came in, we did paperwork. We had to go in and set up and take care of some different things as far as like our application. You basically fill out your application that you did online, verifying everything, and then you turn it into the recruiter or to the verifier. So the person who comes there and verifies your paperwork. And once you turn the application in, they give you back this little green folder here. This green folder here contains a lot of the documents we're gonna need further into the classes. After that day, we went on and this also includes like a schedule and everything that's going on. So after that, we go through, we get set up for doing some computer training. Took care of some computer-based training. It took about a day. I finished mine. Quite a few of us finished ours on the first day, and then we went on and finished it the next day. We started sim class. Sim class is pretty legit. They had like some little, the simulator, the model of the truck on the inside, so the steering wheel, seat, and all that other stuff you just see. And we basically sat there and learned how to basic maneuver the truck from a computer standpoint. It's pretty cool. Had a couple little challenges. Then the next day we tested out, which is pretty legit. I kind of ran into a little bit because since I am husky, as I used to say when I was 13 years old, since I'm a husky fella, I had to do, before I came here, I went through and I got I got a sleep study done to tell if I had sleep apnea or not. But from the sleep study, it showed that I didn't, but it was a home sleep study. So for Prime, what they do is anybody who falls into the criteria of being the BMI on your neck circumference more than 18 and your BMI over 40, you have to actually do a sleep study where you stay at the clinic or the hospital, whatever it is, and then they test you and tell if you have sleep apnea or not. So for mine, I got a little nervous because I thought it was going to put me out of the program, but the meeting we had to do, it just basically told you what the next steps were, which is after I pass PSD and I get my my CDL, then I have to take a sleep study, which is determine if I have sleep apnea or not, and if I have to get a machine. If I don't pay anything. If I do, then a little process after that. So that was the only little bit of nervousness that I had. But after I attended the class, then the officiality came. We switched from a little paper badge to getting our company badge, and this bad boy right here. That safety vest means basically that I'm now eligible to be a student. And that's after you've passed your sim classes, your sim test. And then now that just means that we're eligible to go to the practice pad and start learning how to pre-trip and get set up for a trainer. So I will say this week has been really good. I've come to the point where now I'm just waiting trainer. It's a few things we've done. It's kind of nice here at the hotel because there's all these trucks here. So one of the biggest things I've been trying to figure out is when the time comes, this is later on down the road, but when the time comes, what color truck do I want? Like, do I want a green, blue, a black truck? So it's pretty interesting, but you get a chance to see all the different color trucks they have. It's pretty legit. And also the other benefit of having a vest and badge is you get a chance to go to the Millennium Building, which is one of the first things we did as soon as, like, a group of us, it's a couple of us who kind of started hanging out together. It's pretty cool. Met a good group of people here from my training class. And so we all went over to the Millennium Building, and when I tell you, this place is amazing. It is pretty dope. It has a basketball court. It has like a fitness room, which I don't really care about all that stuff. But the most important part is the cafeteria. Like, the food they have, super legit. Like, we go over there in our little meal cards that they give us, this little orange meal card they give us. It works over there, so you can use it to get the food, and it's super cheap. Like, we got a Philly cheesesteak sandwich with French fries for like $5. And so it's super nice over there. Like, upstairs they have like a pool room. And the laundry facility is like you pay only 50 cents to like wash your clothes or whatever. So it's a super nice building. And then the Prime store, which I didn't get any footage of that, but the Prime store is super nice too. Like they actually, the prices on those plus stuff is not too bad. I think like you can find shirts in there for like $9 with Prime on it. You can find jogging pants for like 15, 20 bucks or 15, 16 bucks, I guess. And they had like all kind of stuff with Prime on it. So it's not the typical company store. So everything over here, when I say that they take care of you, is pretty cheap. Like, so I would probably almost go there before I go to Walmart for buying everything. So I think as far as anything else, it's been a pretty eventful week. And right now where I am is we've been on the practice pad, learning how to say proper minded, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. No leaks. Proper minded, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. Proper minded, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. Just constantly saying this over and over again as we inspect parts of the truck. And it's getting pretty old. I've pretty much got my pre-trip down quite a bit. It's a little bit more, but I'm pretty much like one of the last few. It's like me and maybe 2 other people who don't have a trainer yet, but I'm pretty much one of the last few who's waiting on the trainer, because I didn't realize how many truck drivers it is who don't smoke. So I think part of it is going back to early in the week, maybe around Tuesday, we did this survey, and the survey basically tries to match you up with a driver. So it asks you like your zip code, because they want somebody who's within 100 miles of where you live. So when you go home for home time, they ask you about your, basically, do you prefer a smoker or a non-smoker, male or female? And then they had this little survey thing where they ask you all these different little questions like, in my prime work environment, or I said prime, but in my perfect work environment, I would, and they ask you questions like most important, average important, least important. And so you may say something like, do I care to be in control? Or do I care for people to work with each other? Or do I care for, like, and it just has you put all these different questions in order. So I think that's a part of it, and just waiting to see who's gonna be my trainer. So I've been waiting, 2 days now? Because we were eligible for a trainer on Thursday. I waited Friday and then today. And so hopefully, we'll get a call tomorrow or Monday, one or the other. But other than that, I'll be on the practice pad, practicing pre-trip. So that's my life right now. This is up to date. It's pretty cool. I'm still excited. Once we get a trainer, then I'll start working on backing and driving around, and either I may go over the road, which we may go traveling out and then get routed back to Springfield, or a lot of people have been doing local, where they drive to Joplin or Kansas City, different places in Missouri. So it seems like it's a really fun process, and I've met a bunch of good people, and I've heard from quite a few different guys about like different advice and everything we can do. So I will say, it's been a fun experience. But other than that, I've just been hanging out in the room. I went to Walmart, filled up the fridge. I got like all kinds of snacks, so I'm good to go. And I've been eating healthy. One thing that they talked about was being driver healthy, meaning working on eating healthier for like just picking healthier snacks, because you're gonna be sitting on your butt driving a truck, and you can't just be eating greasy foods and everything else all the time, because you're gonna get fatter. And I'm already trying to work on losing some of that. So I've been doing like getting snacks like beef jerky, peanut butter crackers. I got some peanuts and peanut butter and some like nuts, Chex Mix and yogurt and stuff like that, and helping kind of like Activia to kind of regulate the digestive system. So we'll see what happens. But all in all, it's been a cool week. It's been fun. I've enjoyed it. And I'm just waiting to see what else is going to happen for the rest of the process. Really looking forward to it. So thanks for being a part of the journey. Hey, so like, comment, and subscribe is what they always say on YouTube. I mean, but mostly hit the little bell notification somewhere down there, somewhere, because I don't post too often, but when I do post, it'll make it easier, so you'll know when it comes up and you'll be able to see it, and you'll know that I posted a video. So I'm trying to get into it a little bit better, but we'll see what happens. All right, family, love you, and have a good night. I'll talk to y'all later.